to when I say the girls are going to freeze and I'm going to do the boys part, and then the boys are going to freeze and I'm going to do the girls part. So we're going to start with the girls being off stage and the boys are going to enter. So they're going to enter on the music on this side and get into 2 lines and windows. So 4 boys in the front line and 4 boys in the back line, so they're not hidden behind each other. And they're going to walk in like this. It's 8 counts of walking, and you walk in and everyone's in their position. The next steps are going to be pretty fast, but they'll only be repeated 1 time, so it'll be easy to. They'll be repeated twice, so you work on the repetition and then master the step once. So 1, 2. So you're going to start off, you're facing this way, and you're going to point 1, 2. Then you're going to extend your hand out, and this hand is going to be like hitting your thigh, but you're just going to push into the air. So the step will be 1, 2, 1, 2. So every time you push your thigh, it will kick up. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Then 1, 2. So you're going to push your foot out, and your right foot's going to be out, and then you're going to circle in, and then push up. Then 2 shoulders. So the step all together will be point, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's good to watch this section over and over again and really master this part because it'll be repeated twice, and it's good to have it be really clean. So all together it'll be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So that whole section was repeated twice. Now, all the boys are going to walk in a circle around themselves. So there's 8 boys that are standing, and you're going to walk in a circle around yourself for 8 counts. Once you've walked in a circle around yourself, you're going to face the left side and do the doorstep that we've repeated in other dances before. So you're going to step out with your right foot, come in, step out with your right foot and come in, and your left hand is lifted up, and your hand is going to follow your foot as if it's opening a door. So 1 and 2, switch, 1 and 2. Then you're going to start the chorus. So once you've done 1 and 2, you're going to lift up your left hand and face the audience, and you're going to do a step that looks like you're riding like a horse. So it's going to be 1, 2. So the step is going to be jump on each foot in a separate count. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So it'll be 1, 2. Then step forward with your right foot and step forward with your left foot while doing this with your hands. So flick twice. So 1, 2, 1, 2. And the next step will be cross your hands so they're in 2 different levels, like an equal sign, and you're going to face the right diagonal and do 1, 2. So lean into your right foot and do 1, 2, and lean into your left foot and do 1, 2. At this point, the boys will freeze. So the chorus again will be all together. It'll be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. The boys are frozen here on their left diagonal, and the girls are going to enter. So the girls are going to enter from the left side, lifting up their left hand first, then their right hand, and then doing a step in place. So this will be a big traveling step where each girl should be paired up with a male partner. So you're going to enter and do 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the step again is going to be, you're going to jump step with your right foot leading and your left hand. So 1 and, then 2 and. This next step, your hand is already forward and your right foot is going to move with your hand. So 1 and, back and. Then again, 1, 2, 1, and back in. So at this point, you should be partnered up with your boy partner. At this point, all of you will do this step together. 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's like a shimmy, but it's divided into 2 counts, and you're going to do 2 counts to turn all the way around, 2 counts to turn forward. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Now all of you are facing forward, and you're going to do the door opening step again. So 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Then, so you finished on this side, then you're going to do a step where you're pushing forward 4 times. And each time you do that, you're going to hit your right foot, which is popped. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now when you're here, you're going to start the chorus. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 2, wait, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So I'm going to move back so you can see me a little bit better. And you're going to do that whole thing twice. So flick and flick. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now that you've done that, and you've repeated that whole segment twice, you're going to do a step where you're crossing your hands and opening them. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So a total of 8 times as you're turning in a circle, and your right foot is going out and coming back in each time. And your hands are crossing, opening, crossing, opening, crossing, opening. And after that, there'll be another set of music where the girls move back, and they should be in the stage center. And they're going to move back like this. So each time tapping your right foot and leaning back, tap your left foot, lean back, tap your right foot, lean back, tap your left foot, lean back, while the boys exit. And the girls should end in 2 lines while the boys have exited to the right.